Well, hello everyone. This is Mitchellmander here, and welcome to the second of 3 uploads on this channel today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Boruto Chapter 39, which is titled Proof. And I gotta say, another solid chapter. Ikimoto and Kodachi are delivering once again. The Boruto manga continues to be awesome. It's been solid for about 2 years now. Honestly, in my opinion, there hasn't been a bad chapter in all of 2019. Just me, in my opinion. But anyways, getting on with the actual chapter. Following the events of chapter 38, Kawaki is distraught over Naruto's potential death. Sarada questions him, and Boruto and Mitsuki show up at that time and try to ask Kawaki what's going on. But before Kawaki can really say anything, Shikamaru shows up and what I presume to be the Hokage's elite guards with him and uses shadow paralysis jutsu on Kawaki specifically. Shikamaru then orders one of the guards to throw up a barrier that is similar to what happened with Hiruzen's fight with Orochimaru. So a nice little callback. This is done to basically contain them from any threats and contain them from leaving, as Kawaki is placed under house arrest. Kawaki tells Shikamaru basically what happened, about how Jigen showed up using space-time ninjutsu, which surprises Shikamaru, and tells him that Naruto and Jigen are fighting in another dimension. And after explaining everything, Shikamaru makes it pretty clear that he doesn't trust Kawaki at all, thinking that he may actually be just simply a spy for Kara to destroy Konoha. And even though Boruto's not happy about this, Kawaki actually complies and doesn't actually disagree with what Shikamaru is saying, as Shikamaru himself just wants proof that Kawaki's not a spy. So they begin searching the house for clues of what's going on with the other Jonin that are with Shikamaru. They go into the house and search for any clues of what happened. And they want some more information, as Shikamaru thinks that Kawaki may be deceiving them. We then cut to a scene of Kashin Koji, who is actually leaving the Hidden Leaf Village. He finds it kind of odd that Jigen has been gone for way too long. He doesn't think that Naruto could have stood even a sliver of a chance against him, thinking he should have been taken down pretty easily, even with Sasuke Uchiha there. He, however, realizes that it's not just that it's taking so long, that maybe because of this Jigen used way too much chakra in the fight, which gives Koji actual opportunity to go take down Jigen himself, as with Jigen having basically zero chakra, he's vulnerable to attack. So I guess we can say for sure that Kashin Koji is indeed a Kara spy. Or spy against Kara, I should say. I mean, we kind of knew that already, but, well, that's blatant now. But anyways, speaking of Jigen, we cut back to the Kara base, and it looks like he's returned. Armada, the scientist, comments that Jigen's chakra is basically at 0, and it'll take about 2 days to recover. So he's out of action, as I thought he would be. But here comes the big revelation, probably one of the biggest revelations in the series so far. Jigen, or potentially Ishiki through Jigen, is happy that Kawaki is developing faster than expected, and that he's no longer an ordinary vessel, but he's actually in the process of becoming a perfect Otsutsuki. And it's likely because of Boruto's karma, and it's resonating with with Kawaki's karma, that because of this, they're actually developing way faster than they normally would individually. And Jigen says that as a result, they will both become powerful Otsutsukis. And as a result of their birth into, I guess, godhood, a divine tree will grow, or probably a god tree will grow, and devour all life on the planet as a result, which pretty much confirms Sasuke's suspicions from the last chapter when he questioned Jigen about what's going on. We then get a scene of Jigen telling Armada that everyone's wishes will be granted as a result of what's going to happen, which I'm presuming he's talking mainly to Kara, that the Kara members' wishes will be granted. And as this happens, we get a scene of Armada looking over the Delta, and she basically wonders why he's looking in her direction. And to me, I honestly think, as a theory, I get the feeling that Armada is looking over at Delta in this way because Delta most likely was his own daughter. This is something that a lot of people have thought before. The Delta is indeed Amada's daughter, but she was most likely killed and basically rebuilt as a cyborg. And I think if this is the case, she also probably lost her memory, because she just refers to Amada as just an old geezer that's creeping her out when he looks over at her. And he kind of looks back and he's just like, hopefully so, you better do it, Jigen. Or hopefully my wish does indeed get granted. So I know that was an interesting moment. So a little bit more development into, Amada's background. Potentially. His background, I should say. Anyways, I'm getting a little off track here. We then cut back to Naruto's house, and Boruto is being Boruto and complaining and arguing with Shikamaru, who pretty much tells him he's acting like Naruto when he was the same age, which is true. He's pretty much the same. So, he basically tries to argue with Shikamaru, saying that Kawaki almost died for Naruto and his sister Himawari, and among other things that he's done with them, and Shikamaru pretty much brings up fact that Kara has a scientist that can basically fix his arm, probably getting intel from Naruto on this from his fight with Delta. So there's still not enough proof for Shikamaru to believe he's not a spy. We then get a fantastic moment. It's basically a monologue where Kawaki remembers all the kind things that Naruto has done to him since he's basically moved in with him, and all the horrible things that Jigen has said to him, and wonders why Naruto has been so kind to him. And this results in actually a really interesting moment with Sarada and some development into her character where she jumps in and says that, even she sometimes wishes that Naruto was her dad, considering her background with Sasuke and how kind Naruto is and has been to her, and that she's actually jealous of Boruto as a result. And in all honesty, this is some good character development for Sarada, and some, I guess, interesting look into maybe why she's so harsh on Boruto whenever he complains about her dad around her. And I like the fact that she also mentions to Kawaki and kind of just reiterating the fact that Naruto treats everyone in the village as family, and as a result, you feel safe and comfortable when you're around Naruto. Now we get a scene right after this when one of the Jonin that's been searching the house finds the vase that Kawaki has been rebuilding, the one they broke, and then has been fixing back up. And Boruto takes it from him and tries to use this as further proof that Kawaki's not a spy, though this doesn't really sway Shikamaru's opinion on the matter. And just then, Kawaki's prosthetic arm starts glowing, and they realize that Naruto is still alive. Kawaki realizes that he probably has the same powers as Jigen at this moment, and tells Boruto to work with him. And at that moment, Ishiki's symbol appears on Kawaki's Karma Seal, and Momoshiki's appears on Boruto's, and as a result, they both are able to form a space-time portal. And the reason why is Kawaki figures that Jigen chose him as a vessel mainly because they are on the same wavelength, which to me means that I'm thinking maybe Jigen had just as terrible as an upbringing as Kawaki did. I don't know if that was something to do with Ishiki himself or the previous vessel before Jigen. I guess we'll find out in future chapters more about Jigen's past, hopefully. But because they're on the same wavelength, he realizes that Jigen's, especially with Jigen's karma, he also has the same powers as Jigen. Kawaki then tells Boruto and the others to come with him and go into the portal to go save Naruto. And just then Shikamaru stops all of them with his shadow paralysis jutsu, tries to tell him to calm down and think about it. But Kawaki then uses his Karma Seal to absorb the shadow paralysis jutsu. And then Mitsuki grabs Boruto and Sarada and jumps through the portal. And right as Kawaki goes through the portal, this was an awesome moment. Kawaki is halfway in the portal, looks at Shikamaru, is like, "You want proof? Well, I'm gonna go get it. See ya." But anyways, yeah, that was an awesome Kawaki moment right there. Now, as they appear in the alternative dimension, they try to figure out where they're at, and that's when they look over and they see Boro, who's standing by Naruto's seal. He thought that maybe it was Sasuke that showed up, but it was Kawaki, which is good news for him and bad news for Kawaki and Team 7. Kawaki himself states that Boro may actually be even worse news for them than Jigen would be, and that's where the chapter ends. I gotta say, another solid chapter. I will say that the reason why Boro may be more bad news for Kawaki and Boruto and then the others is because, just like with Delta, he's probably unhinged and probably more dangerous and will probably kill you if you get in his way, or at least do some serious harm to you. So yeah, they're in a little bit of a pickle here, because the Car Enters are supposed to be super strong, and considering he was waiting for Sasuke, He's probably more anticipating someone like Sasuke showing up and taking him down. So I guess we will find out how strong Boro is in the next chapter. So I will say it again. Another solid chapter. I will give this chapter a 9.5 out of 10. And hopefully the streak of good chapters continues with the next chapter. Anyways, guys, what did you think of this chapter? Did you like it? What did you like about this chapter? Is there anything you didn't like or wanted more explanation on? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and be sure to like and subscribe. And I will talk to you all next time, or at least in the next video I upload in a couple of hours. See you all later.